Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump, birthrights, and the 14th Amendment. Trump was asked about his campaign promise to get rid of birthright citizenship again. He was asked, and he said, quote, "We're going to have to get it changed. We'll maybe have to go back to the people, but we have to end it." Let's be clear. This isn't a matter of legislation. It isn't a matter of an executive order. Birthright citizenship is a matter of the U.S. Constitution. The first section of the 14th Amendment clearly states, "All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside." It's literally the first sentence, and there is no ambiguity whatsoever. It couldn't be more clear. There's no workaround. The only way his plan to end birthright citizenship happens is if he gets an amendment to change or repeal the 14th Amendment. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I've talked about the amendment process before when he talked about a third term. I'll put the video below along with an in-depth explainer on the amendment process. The short version, though, is that he doesn't have the votes. He needs 2/3 in the House and the Senate and 3/4 of the state legislatures or conventions. The votes aren't there for that. But let's talk about what getting rid of the 14th Amendment would really mean. First, it prompts another question. What exactly would be the alternative qualification for citizenship? See, without the 14th Amendment, it could literally be anything. It would be incredibly open to interpretation. White men that own property? That's how critical the 14th Amendment is to what we know as America. Without this amendment, there could be a Dred Scott version 2.0 ruling. It's worth pointing out some of Trump's other words from the same interview that aren't getting the reporting they should, at least not at the time I'm recording this. He said, quote, "I don't want to be breaking up families, so the only way you don't break up the family is you keep them together, and you have to send them all back." That sure sounds like he's talking about deporting Americans. Maybe he just means offering a voluntary way to go. But it's really unclear. And when this is the same interview with him advocating to get rid of birthright citizenship, it's a little unnerving. But the 14th protects way more than that. The 14th also protects your right to equal protection, due process, your government retirement check, and more. You know what? I'll put the impartial points video on the 14th Amendment down below too. This is going to be a trying time. Trump is going to push the boundaries. It is more important than ever to have a real understanding of the Constitution, what it protects, what it doesn't, and the expectations it sets. One of the big problems we have in this country, and it has led to a lot of the current issues we face, is that people don't have a good understanding of how the Constitution functions or how the government functions. The limits of power are about to receive a stress test in a way they haven't in a long time. We all have to go back to Civics 101 for a refresher. It's going to matter. Now, the odds of getting the needed number of votes for this are slim to none. The Constitution includes the machinery for change, but it also makes it very hard to turn the crank to get those gears of change moving. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.